Welcome back, everybody. This is Woolrig, and we are on episode 2 of Garden of Glass. I have been doing a few things. Built out the platform some. I have a little garden growing here. I've got some carrots and wheat and potatoes. I have 3 trees in the hopes that they'll kind of grow on their own. I did figure out what I had some issues with last time. With these hoes, I had it set, Hunger Overhaul is installed as one of the mod packs, and it was disabling these low tier hoe recipes. So I went ahead and turned that off because that's kind of too hard. Like, I want this to be hard, but like that was just impossible, because what you'll see today is we're going to get to the basic crafting mechanism for Botania, or the first tier one, I guess you would call it. And we're going to build ourselves a petal apothecary. So the mob spawner has been actually fairly productive. I've been getting some bones and some bone meal, and that's really the thing I've been most interested in. I've also gotten a few other things. As you can see, I have some gunpowder and killed a few creepers. I've got a mod on here called Special Mobs, and so what you'll see is that there's some different types of mobs on here, like this guy. Oh, that must be a... Must have been a jockey. That's a baby zombie riding a chicken, if you haven't seen that before. So now I got chicken. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and get to the thing I've been trying to get to for a while, through the first episode anyway, the Petal Apothecary. In order for botanists to create plant life that can do its bidding, one would need a special means of infusing plants with mystical energy. So the Petal Apothecary is something like this. So was that 4 cobblestone, 2 slabs, and any 1 petal. So 2 slabs and 4 of those, and let's find, sure, why not blue? So in order to get the petals, what you have to do is take the mystical flowers and you just create the petals from them. You get 2 petals per flower. So it's kind of a nice, easy recipe. What did I do with... I put all those back, didn't I? Interesting. Not sure where those other slabs went. Oh well. And we get ourselves a Petal Apothecary. So this is going to need water. So I'm going to go ahead and set it right here for now. It's as good a spot as any. And now I need to make a bowl. So those are half slabs of wood. I've got a few pieces of wood here. There we go. And I think that's something that is specific to Garden of Glass, is that you can use... Normally you have to use a bucket, but because we only have a single block of water, by using a water bucket... Anyway, we can use a bowl. So the first thing we have to do is fill up our bowl. I forgot they do that. Perfect. Cool. So that allows us to put water in the apothecary. And the first flower I want to build is the Pure Daisy. This is kind of a passive functioning flower. So I just need 4 white petals, which I should be able to get from 2 of these guys. I will also need some seeds. So we're going to go ahead and grab the petals off of this guy. And the crafting mechanic here is actually really easy. So we take our apothecary full of water, we toss in, and we just kind of throw them at it. We toss in our flowers, or the petals, and you see all 4 of them kind of floating there. And we complete it with a seed. Just like that. Now, I need some dirt. Do I have any extra dirt? I have 1 piece of dirt. Cool. Trying to think of where a good spot to build this is. My platform is already getting small, so we will... I don't want to put it right on the edge, because I do have to go up a block. Let's see if we can put that in the corner. It's not going to work. Oh, it's not bad. We got everything blocked off. Cool. Alright, so the pure daisy is there. I need to get some more stone. I'm out of cobblestone. Shoot. Alright, let me grab some more cobblestone, and I need to actually cook it into regular stone. So let me do that quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got some stone. This is important because I need to use the pure daisy. Like I said, the pure daisy is kind of a passive generation, and it's going to turn this stone into what's called living stone, and you can see it's working because we get these little particle effects. So we'll just give it it takes about a minute, so we'll let it work. In the meantime, I had something happen. One of my trees grew very large, so while we're waiting for the stone, of course that's probably going to change as soon as I get to the top. Oh well. Trying to fell this giant tree. It's not the biggest tree I've ever seen, but it's always entertaining when you're in a Skyblock world and you get these big trees like this, because at some point you end up kind of dangling out over the edge like that. Let's see. Now, of course, in order to get this to drop completely, I need to remove all the wood from it. So that... oh boy. That's where the challenge is here. So this must be the center of the tree. Holy cow, this thing's big. Good. I was hoping for a nice big tree here at some point. Get a lot of wood, get a lot of saplings out of a tree like this too. Just hope my stone axe can keep up. Go ahead and take down my column here. And if you look down there, we can see that the living stone has been generated. That is good. Make sure I pick up everything that fell. Don't want to leave any stuff laying around to despawn. So the living stone, you just mine it like any other block of stone. So pickaxe and break it up. The other thing I need to do is take these wooden pieces and do essentially the same thing. So this will, the pure daisy will go to work and turn that into living wood. So living wood and living stone are two very important items that are needed for crafting. Let's see. Ouch. Okay. Hey, look, some food. Oh, We got saplings raining from the sky. And we are starting to have a bit of a storage issue, but that's okay. I have an answer for that. Better go kill these skeletons before they despawn. I need more bone meal. Ooh, a witch. Those give me neat. I think. Oh, okay. I was gonna say sometimes they'll drop redstone. No, that would be kind of handy. All right. Lots of bone on that one. And if you're wondering why my hunger seems to be going down so quickly, that's part of Hunger Overhaul. It changes the speed of your saturation and your hunger. Changes how quickly it gets depleted. And it changes according to the difficulty level. And, oops, as you can see, I should have been on hard. So it should go even faster now. I like to play on hard because sometimes it's just too easy. Give myself a real challenge. Oh yeah, we're going to have to do something with storage. So here is our living wood. So these are going to be, to start with, these are going to be two really important things. And I should probably put down some more stone. Of course I put it away. Oops. Stone and wood. And you don't have to surround this with one type. You can actually mix and match if you'd like. So it's sometimes not a bad idea to kind of do half and half. Like so. Ooh, sorry about that. Don't mind all the drinking. I've been surviving off of carrot juice. That's a Pam's Harvest Craft. Gives you a juicer. And so if you look, a carrot itself only gives you a little bit of health and a little bit of saturation, whereas the carrot juice gives you a full bit of health and a little bit more saturation. So it's not a huge improvement, but it does help a little bit. So I think I'm just going to go with the trunk of this guy. And take him down. Oh, almost. One more piece. We'll use wood. There's a couple more pieces, I guess. Well, of course, there's one way up there. Hopefully that's the last one. See what else we got. Nope, there's one more there. And then there's one right next to it, it looks like. Is there one more? Oh, there's one more behind it too. Man alive. Got it. There they go. Okay. This is where fast leaf decay would be kind of nice. Oh, alright, this is going to take a while. I will be right back shortly. Okay, I think I got most of that tree cleaned up, and looks like another round of living wood and living stone has just completed. So, I'm going to break these out, and then we're going to go ahead and start making some stuff with these. Put away a few things. As you can see, my inventory has gotten very full, so we're going to have to do something about that. But first, the first thing we're going to make is a mana well, or mana pool, I should say. This is a diluted mana pool, so it can store very little amount of mana, and we're just going to place it right there. This is exciting. This is actually, that's the first thing we need for Botania. The next thing we need is a few more petals. So let's see, I thought I had a couple left in here. I think I just need one, and we will make a mana spreader. So this recipe differs slightly from the basic Botania one. This is a recipe unique to the Garden of Glass mod. The difference being that regular Botania requires a gold ingot as part of this, but because that's pretty much impossible right now, Vasky went ahead and changed the recipe on that. So we have that, we have that. We're going to put our mana spreader down here, and that mana spreader is going to point at that mana pool. And now we need to make some flowers. So let's see, it's nighttime. The first flowers we'll want to make are what's called a nightshade. So we need 2 black, a gray, and a purple. So there's 2 black, there's a purple, and do we have any gray? We might need to grow some more flowers here. I think once we get some mana production going, the first thing we're going to need to make is a flower to make more flowers. So I don't think I have any gray. We'll take our living root, what's left of it, and we can make floral fertilizer from this. So we'll go up top here, because we want a fair amount of grass to work with. Just pop that in the middle there. And still no gray. Light gray. Is that what I needed? I need nightshade, I need gray. Oh, man. I'm going to run out of my easy stuff here. There's more black and purple and blue and red. So there's 16 colors, there's 16 primary flowers in Botania. And they correspond to, there's gray. They correspond to the 16 colors, kind of primary colors in Minecraft itself. So we have gray. There's gray. We need black and gray and purple. That's what else we needed. I'm going to grab some seeds, because we're going to want to make a few of these. We'll try to make as many as we can. So let's see, what else? I need a bowl. I need a bowl for some water. Oh, there we go. And what I like to do is just kind of throw everything together here on the hotbar. And we're going to start with our 2 black, and a gray, a purple, and a seed. There's 1. Now these nightshades, these are actually, these will only work at night, so since it's nighttime right now, that's why I'm starting with them. We're going to go ahead and, oh, I got a magenta flower too, cool. Grab some more water. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, go. And looks like that's all I get for now. I'm out of, that's not going to do much for me. The way that these work, they can't be right next to each other. And I need to... There's one other thing I forgot to make here. So I'm going to take a few of these. I think it's 3. And some petals. Let's use some red. Across the middle like so, like that, and like that. Hey, from memory, look at that. Wand of the Forest. This is going to be handy. Because now I can actually start to see information. Oh good, and these guys have already connected. So we can see that these guys are talking to that mana spreader. So these guys are generating mana very slowly, and they are transferring that to this mana spreader, and so you'll see that bar is slowly climbing up, and when it gets to a certain point, it's going to shoot a burst of mana into this mana pool. Now this diluted mana pool won't store a lot of mana, so we'll actually want to upgrade this here shortly, but we need to kind of get some mana collected first. So I don't have any more gray. Let's see how we're doing on a different color. We've got yellow. So the opposite of the nightshade is the daybloom. And that is 2 yellows, a light blue, and an orange. Okay. So hopefully we have all those. There's an orange. We got yellow. I don't know if we have light blue. Oh yeah, we do, right there. And we're going to need some more seeds. Yep, and this is where you can see why I decided to put the hoe back in, because I need lots of seeds. I need lots and lots of seeds. Okay, the purple can go away. We need light blue. We need water. Okay, so this should allow me to make a few here. Now these passive flowers will only live for a short time, so hopefully I can get what I need out of them. There's a daybloom. Since daytime is coming up here shortly, the sun's starting to come up. And of course the nightshades won't work during the day, and the dayblooms won't work at night. So by doing this, I should get I should be able to get a little bit of mana production going. Again, it's not going to be much, because these passive flowers are very, very weak. And dayblooms are like the nightshades. If you put them at an angle like that, that's the ideal placement of these. And these should have, yep, they both connected. So, hey, we've already got a little bit of mana in there. Cool. So now we've got some mana production going. It's not much. It's a very feeble start. But I think pretty quickly we will be able to get that ramped up to something that's a little more substantial. Pretty soon we are going to have... I'm thinking I'm probably going to try to start with a tree farm and use charcoal. But we'll see. For now, that needs to generate for a little while. Let's see. In order to upgrade... There we go. In order to upgrade the diluted mana pool, you have to take a diluted mana pool and you toss it in, just like so. And then we'll go ahead and break this one, because again we don't want to use the diluted mana pool. It's not very big. So fortunately we had just enough mana in there to make one. Now, as I was saying earlier, I have a storage issue. Well, let's go ahead and do something about that right now. So, what we need to start is we need some wood. Fortunately, I have a fair bit of that, thanks to that big giant tree. So I'm going to start off with, I need a few planks. And then from there, not quite enough. From here I need some chests. And so I will show you what I plan to make. So one of the mods that I've added in here is storage drawers, and this allows me to make these drawers. So as we can see, there's a certain, each one of these drawers will basically hold one type of item, and as we can see, the basic oak drawer here holds 32 stacks per drawer. So we can actually store quite a bit, and then we can do some things like we can upgrade them. We can put some upgrades, so like increases storage to 13 times the base, so it's 13 times 32 stacks. So you can add quite a bit. You can lock them, so you can they will only use certain items. So if you're familiar with something like Java, where you could lock a barrel to a specific type of item, so even if this drawer were to go empty, if I had it locked, it would still represent that item. Because we can do some automation in storage, and we can actually tie this into an AE system in the future. So that'll be handy. Concealment, show or hide the labels. I'm not really sure. I guess that just shows the items. And then packing tape. This is nice if you need to move them. So the packing tape we can use to basically tape or seal the items in the drawer, and then we can break it and move it as necessary. So to start with, I don't have a lot of items, or I don't have a lot of stacks of items. I have a lot of types of items. So I'm going to start off, I think, with this probably a compact drawer, because I'm going to run out of wood here pretty quick. So I want to start off with the slabs so I can get my best kind of mileage out of the wood that I do have until I get a proper tree farm up. So we can see that this is a 2x2, holds 4 stacks per drawer. So that's 4 drawers, each one holds 4 stacks of items. So this will allow me to hold 4 different types of items and 4 stacks of those items. And this is good because, as I said earlier, there's 16 types of flowers in Botania, so I should actually just need to craft one set of these to hold all the flowers. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's just grab a few of these, make some slabs. And we just kind of cross it there. We put our chests around the outside, and that's going to give us these drawers. Now these drawers I can put, I can kind of put wherever I want. I think for now, I'll just place them here. And they do stack, or they do, they're just blocks, so I can place them on top of each other. And I think instead of storing the flowers, I'm actually going to store the petals. So you just take the items that you want to store and you right-click them onto the appropriate place. And we'll just go through here and grab all the flowers that we have. Of course, this would be Botania flowers. As you can see, I've got some vanilla Minecraft flowers. Those don't count. Those are, I'll turn those into dyes or something. So that'll be handy. Alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and spend a little time kind of getting my inventory cleaned up. I might make a few more drawers. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I am just crafting up a pestle and mortar to make a few floral powders. So this is just basically mashes up the petals, but if I do that, then I can come here and make some more floral fertilizer, because I've actually used up all of my living root and I need more flowers. So I don't have all the colors yet. Come on, there we go. And they like to bounce around. So we got everything moved over. Let me just get these all petalized. Oh, brown. Good. I didn't have brown yet. I got some gray. So these, let's see. There's really no quick and dirty way to do this. Purple is right there, right? Right there. Which one do I got? Cyan. Oh, I don't have cyan yet. So that one will go in there. Green is here. Magenta, looks like that one. Gray, I don't think I've got a gray yet. Yeah, I do, right there. And lastly, brown. Now I know I don't have brown yet, so I'm still missing one color. I'm not sure what I'm missing. I don't know, doesn't matter. I'm missing a color. So just about got them all. Hey, look, another tree. Good. And more mobs to kill. So let's see what we're at. As you can see, this larger mana pool, it's really not filling very fast. That is a not a huge amount of mana in there. Like I said, this is not a good number of flowers. This is actually pretty bad. I do want to, I think before we end this episode, I want to do a little tidying up here. So I got this bucket from one of the mobs I killed. I did not cheat it in. I'm going to go ahead and grab this water, because as much as I enjoy the peaceful sounds of a babbling brook, kind of getting tired of it. So that's going to slowly just kind of fade away down there. And actually, that's not a horrible place to put it. Just going to cap off the bottom here, though. I'm going to try to. Hopefully I don't fall off. There we go. Take our one block of water and put it right there. And that's going to allow me now to come here and break all these dirt. I don't have to worry about the grass, because the grass is taken care of. Oops. Ow. And just like this, the last of our platform is removed. Fantastic. So we are slowly moving on up in the world. Of course, I can't do anything with that bedrock. We'll just leave it there for now. I do want to take this dirt that I have, and we're just going to go ahead and expand out our platform here. And we can take need some more floral powder. I went ahead and broke these guys down. I can use them to make the floral fertilizer, but it's not as efficient as if I use the Botania flowers. So it looks like I got a lot of green. So just go ahead and grab 4 of those, like so, and bone meal. Boom. So the next flower I want to build, I'm trying to figure out what that should be. I have some really poor mana production. I want to do something to increase that. I can probably make a few more day blooms. But like I said, that's not going to be ideal. I believe the decay rate on these is 3 Minecraft days, so these guys are going to kind of waste away and die here fairly shortly. Pink, orange. Is that the one I'm missing? Hey, that's the one I'm missing. Orange. Fantastic. There's all 16 of them. Light blue, black, purple. Oops. Oh, brown. Purple. Cool. Cyan. I think I got them all. Looks like it. Alright. So, in order to make, we need I want a couple of yellows. Well, that's all my yellows. want to make a few more day blooms. Light blue and orange. And then I need a bowl. Oh, you know what? I can't make any more. I'm out of seeds. Man, this is going to be rough. I need bone meal. Uh-oh. Getting dried out over here. That means my water is not close enough. Oh, I know why. It's too far down. Okay, so it needs to be up one. So we'll go ahead and do it like that. There. That'll keep my garden happy. And there's some seeds. So then we take our bowl. And throw in these guys. Get another day bloom. So I'll go ahead and put him there. How about nightshade? Is it black, gray, and purple? Black, gray, and purple. I'll just make one more of each for now, because again, we're running out of flowers. So black, gray, purple, seed. Just make sure these guys are all connected. Looks good. Okay, so we upped our mana production a little bit. Let's see if we can, I think we can probably make one more of these. Black, purple, gray, water. And if you ever screw up and throw in the wrong petals, the wrong order, or I guess the order doesn't matter, but the wrong items, you can just right-click the apothecary, shift right-click with an empty hand, and that will pull out the last item that was put in. And so you can just continue to pull items out if there was several of them in there. You know what? I think I got enough to make one more. Cool. And I think with that, we are just about out of time for this episode. So I think the range of these flowers is about 7 blocks, and it will take into account the fact that this guy is 1 block lower, so that's going to be, you know, something I want to keep in mind. But this is starting to turn out to be an okay initial mana generation method. Of course now, since I have more nightshades than day blooms, I'm going to generate more mana at night, but I don't have any yellow, so I need to get some more yellow. So, but anyway, this is where I'm going to have to drop it off for now. I'm kind of past the point of where I wanted to be. So anyway, today we got quite a bit done, and got another tree to take down here. We got some mana generation going. That's huge. That is very important, because that's the central thing in Botania is I have to make mana. It's pretty feeble right now, but that's where we start. So from here, we just go bigger. So for now, this is Walrig. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.